Hi students, good morning. Welcome to all in your mathematics lecture. Here's Veena Iyer with you today. So we are going to explore our knowledge this time in mathematics rather than simply sitting and solving the questions, addition, division, multiplication and all. Today we are heading to a very important topic in maths which is a part of our daily life, which is going to be a part as well in your near future. So we'll be learning today about banks and simple interest. Now, why are we learning simple interest with banks? Anyone? Yes, because this is the way our money grows in a bank. This simple interest concept is very important to understand how we can get the money that we are saving into a lump sum. You should understand all the concepts that is there, that is being taught, that is being solved in this lesson, because it is going to be a part and parcel of your life, children. Very important topic. Let it be any profession. Maybe you're in science, maybe you're a doctor, maybe you're an engineer, maybe you're an architect. Anything you go for, you are related in your daily life every now and then with banks. So be you of any stream, be you of any education, be you of any qualification, but banks are a part of your life. It is, something that we need to link with us every now and then. So without wasting much of our time, let's explore and understand the concepts over here and make a use of it in the near future, children. Okay, see this image. What does this image tell you? What do you feel is this? Anyone out there? Yes, it's a banking organization. So, have you been with in a bank with your parents anytime? Yes, many of us has went, right? Now, when you go to a bank, you can see certain counters. You can see people working on, personal computers, computers and all. They sit, go with printers and all. Many devices are there near them, and they are just having some or the other transaction, either cash or paper transaction. Many such activities are going on. Some are with inquiry with customers. So you can find all these things going on from morning till evening in a bank. Now, you know what is a bank actually? Yes, a bank is a government recognized organization that carries out transactions of money in a financial organization. Now, children, what is a financial organization? Yes, financial organization is a place which is always relating to money and its transaction. So let us head towards why we are learning this topic, banks and simple interest. What is actually a bank? How can a person deposit his money in a bank? How does bank help a person to live his life smoothly by saving his money wisely? Yeah. Now, bank and its services. Children, we need to be very cautious, when we spend our money. Even your parents, when they earn money, they often say you, no, this time no chocolates, no money with me. Next month I'll buy and give you. Why? Because whatever they earn, it's their hard work. And they always work and earn so that they can save some money for your future, for a good life, right? So when they are cautious, even we should be cautious when we have money, and when we want to spend it, use it wisely and save your extra money with you. And when we save money for our future, it will always help us to meet all the needs that is there in our near future. Our savings are meant to meet expenses on education, building a house, medical treatment, and many other such activities which is necessary in our life. Small savings that we can do will surely help us to accumulate a large amount of money. Like your parents, when they earn money, they have some small savings in them, and these savings are being put and which is regularly getting accumulated over a period of time to become a large amount, and it is useful in your near future. Any amount that they keep for saving in a bank remains always safe, and it grows over the years, and it's fruitful for your future needs and even your family needs. Children, why do you think we save money in a bank? Right. We save money in a bank to grow, so that our money will grow into a lump sum amount one day. Why don't we keep the money at home? Yes, because it is not safe at our home. Maybe robbery or any other issues may happen and we may lose the money that we are keeping at home. So bank is helping us wisely in keeping us our money safe at its lockers or its accounts. You know, there are many types of bank accounts that one can avail. But to avail a banking services, one has to open an account in a bank. Since I said you there are many bank accounts, it's a general public that comes up with the main account, that is savings account. We all, any one of us can open a savings account. There is no criteria as such to open a savings account. Savings account is a way of making a habit of saving money. Like you all have piggy bank at your home where your parents give you money and you put one or two coins in this and you start saving it. Similarly, the bank also helps the normal public to save his or her money at any point of time by opening the savings account. Banks give an interest of 4% to 6% on the money in the savings account. But now in the current scenario, it's 2.5 to 4% that banks is giving the interest to the savings account. An account holder can deposit money at any period of time when he or she has extra money. Even they can withdraw a certain number of times if needed. Now children, I said you just before that we can save money in the bank. But can we go directly and just give the hand over the money to the cashier? He will ask us, who are you? Which account are you belonging to? What is the number? How come I will know which is your account? So to answer these questions, bank is providing us a payment slip, that is deposit slip. Here is a format that I have provided you, a format of a cash deposit slip. Now for filling the cash deposit slip, you need to know the date, day, year, account number, and your account holder's number. That means if it is your account, then your name should be there and your account number should be there with you. Even the denominations of cash that you're depositing. Denominations means 500 rupees, how many notes do you have? 1000 rupees, how many notes do you have? 200 rupees, how many notes do you have? So likewise, you have to enter all these details. If you are having a check, then you have to write the check number in that particular column provided in the deposit slip. Once you fill all these details, you will be asked to give a signature. So to make it a proof that it's you yourself is going to deposit the money in your own account. And this deposit slip is divided into two parts. See here. So this is the part which is divided. This part is there for you, which is kept for you as a proof, and this one is taken by the bank to make it in their proof document. Till now, we learnt about how to deposit money. Now, it may happen that whatever money we save, sometimes we may require it, right? So, we need to withdraw the money. Now, suppose you want to withdraw money in an emergency and you are at a place where you have your bank present in that place. Now, bank, it means the branch where you have an account, okay? So if you want to withdraw money, you will enter the branch wherever you have an account and you will get the slip from there. It's called as a withdrawal slip. And there again you will fill all the details like date, rupees, whom it is to be paid, like self, it's for you. Then your account number, where is this branch, which, like every detail with your signature you'll be filling it in the same branch where you're having your account. Remember that. And when you just give the slip to the person assigned, he will give you the money written in that particular withdrawal slip. Now children, it may sometimes happen that we may be at some different place and at that moment of time we need some money. Now what happens? There we don't have our own branch. It may be another branch of the same bank. But there withdrawal slip will not work. We'll have to use another mode to make it a possible transaction where we can withdraw money from a different branch of the same bank. So let's see what is that. Now remember a point that this particular withdrawal slip is not a check. Passbook must accompany this. Okay. So let's learn what is a check. As I said you before that sometimes we are at places where our branch is not located of the bank. There may be a different branch of the same bank, but we need to withdraw money because we are in emergency. Now at that particular point of time, we will use this check leaf. This is called as a check leaf. Now check leaf helps us in a way where we can withdraw money from any branch of the bank and get the money at the time required. Now check has again some details to be filled. It's already provided with the IFSC code of your branch wherever it is located. The date of issue. Not only that, you will be, this check benefits you by paying a certain amount to any of your friend, or even you can pay your school fees by getting the amount and the name listed over here in the check leaf and give it to the school. If you want to lend money to any of your friend, this check leaf will help you a lot. Only thing you have to look into is the name of the person, the rupees that you are writing in proper words, the number you are writing, and the signature. Everything should be filled correctly. Now, check has a validity of 3 months. Once it is given to a person or an organization, till 3 months it has its validity. Once it is beyond 3 months, it gets cancelled. Now, when I speak about a check, you have your account number over here and the check digit number that you are going to write in your payment slip or deposit slip or withdrawal slip, whatever I said before. The check number that I mentioned, it's a 6-digit number which is over here, which is listed. MICR code is 9-digit, account ID with RBI listed over here, and transaction code at the last, and your signature on the right hand side where it is written as signature with your name in every check leaf. And your signature should match with the signature that you have done when you opened an account in that particular bank. Now children, remember that whatever transactions you do, like you deposit, you withdraw, you come up with any online transaction or anything like that, that you have conducted from the date you have opened an account till the date you are closing the account of that particular bank, whatever you do in between that is recorded in a book which is called as passbook. Again, this passbook will have all the details of your account, right from your name to your photograph to your signature, your account number, your IFSC code, everything was mentioned in the passbook. And this is helping you to maintain a record of what transaction, when it is done, to whom it is done, and what is the balance that you have in your account. Now earlier we saw check leaf, right? Now when these check leaves together in a bundle is set, this forms a checkbook. Checkbook has certain number of check leaves with an index page number where you can mention which check leaf was used at which date and to whom. You can mention it in the index as you do in your notebooks. So this is particular book where you have number of check leaves just put into. Children, what is ATM? Anyone? Come on, guess what is ATM? Yeah, maybe most of them might have thought it as anytime money, right? But actually, I would say it is not anytime money. Yeah, it's anytime money. We get money at any point of time when we use it. But actually, ATM is automatic teller machine. It is normally said as anytime money because we can withdraw money at any point of time or we can use it in different points of time using this card that is there in our purses or wallet, I could say. Now in earlier days, this card was used to withdraw money from automatic teller machine only. But nowadays, due to advanced technology, this card can be used for POS transactions. Now what is POS transactions? POS transaction means point of sale transactions. Like suppose you are buying something from Amazon. Like normally nowadays people go for it. Amazon, Flipkart and many sites we use for. Do we pay cash through our phones or computer? No. We just get this card from the wallet and we type whatever details are asked and we have our transaction done. At times we go to shop or supermarkets to buy particular things. If I would suggest we go to malls, nowadays I guess most of them might have visited malls. So whatever you buy from there, do you give a cash? Have you seen your parents giving cash for all the transactions? No. Most of the things they use this particular ATM card. Now children, earlier it was not like that, but we have a debit card name for it. It helps us to use these kinds of transactions only when this becomes a debit card. Debit card is usually issued along with our savings bank account. This encourages us to go cashless or digital. Now when I speak about this ATM card, we have a chip in the left hand side of the ATM card. Now this chip contains all the information about the account holder who is handling this card. Along with that, there is 16-digit number for this ATM card. Every card has its own 16-digit number. There is a number mentioned of its expiry date as well. Along with that, we have card holder's name in each and every card. It also specifies which bank has issued this card to you. We can use this ATM card internationally as well for having our transactions cashless or digital. This is something information which you need to understand when you are going for your future transactions using your ATM card. Now next we have here is current account. Okay, we have done with a savings account. That was a personal account, but when I come to current account, it's a business account. Now here the manufacturers, traders, industrialists, professionals and various other companies do their money transactions on daily basis. So they need to open a current account. Here money can be withdrawn from it any number of times, multiple number of times, infinite number of times, but no one, like one does not get any kind of interest on the amount in this account. One more thing, the other facilities like passbook, checkbook, all of the things are same as that of savings account. But yes, there is a change. We are not provided with an ATM card in this particular account. Now, to avail banking services, one has to open account where we have seen about current account and savings account. Apart from that, we have two more accounts, that is fixed deposit and recurring deposit. If a fixed amount is kept for a longer period of time, we get more interest. We can avail facilities like fixed deposit and recurring deposit through this. One has to deposit a fixed amount for a certain period of time, after which one gets the amount including the interest. Now, here I have put up some images of documents required to open a bank account. Now children, till now we learned how to open a bank account, different types of bank account and many other information. But to open a bank account, there is some necessities that we need to fulfill. The first thing or the document required to open a bank account is the proof of your residence. That means where do you live? You need a proof of that, yes, this place is the person living with his family or alone or whatever it is. So what is required to show the proof of residence? One has to provide the copies of ration card, any one copies like ration card or electricity bill or telephone bill or domicile certificate or identity card. I guess you can find out here. Here we have the domicile certificate. Here is your ID card, that is voter ID card. Then your ration card, whichever color you prefer for, which is in your home as per your income, your parents' income. Electricity bill, and then your telephone bill. So these many things you have here which can prove your residential address. Now, apart from the proof of residence, there is a proof of identity that is required. So here one has to provide the copies of Aadhaar card, voter's identity card, PAN card, passport. Even for the proof of residence, you can go with the Aadhaar card as well because it also has a proof of where do you live. Okay, a reference from an account holder to open an account and a passport size photo is also must when you are going to open an account in a bank. Now, till now we have learned about what is a bank, different types of account, or how to open an account and different images regarding all those things. I said you before that when you go to save a particular money in a bank, you are provided with something which makes it additional amount. And this is nothing but the interest that is provided to you from the bank. Now, account holders of a bank are paid some amount for keeping their money in the bank. Because of you who are going to save the money in the bank, you who are going to pay something amount in the bank will surely provide you some benefit. Now, this benefit that you are getting to avail is nothing but interest. Suppose on the other hand, people who borrow from the bank, suppose you are getting money from the bank, you are asking a loan from the bank, then bank is giving you that service as well. So here what you will do, you are taking money from the bank, right? It's not you depositing, you are taking the money from the bank. So when you are taking, you need to pay some interest to the bank. So in both the ways, if you are giving money to the bank or if you are taking money from the bank, either lending or borrowing, anything whatever is going on, here the particular amount that is being taken or given is called as interest. The money deposited in the bank or the money lent by the bank to the borrower is called principal. Okay, the actual money either you are depositing in the bank, that is called principal. Suppose you are taking a loan from the bank, even that amount that bank is giving you is called as principal. Now, when calculating interest on the deposit or loan amount, that is principal, the rate is given for every 100 rupees. The interest is calculated on every 100 rupees. The rate of interest, that is percent per annum, written as PCPA, gives the amount of interest due on every 100 rupees 100 for a period of 1 year, that is annually. Interest is calculated annually, that is 1 year. Yearly there is a calculation of interest done on the amount deposited or the money borrowed from the bank. Now as said here, the bank provides the loan to the borrower. Now this borrowed amount is called as a loan, and the borrower, once he collects the loan from the bank, he needs to pay some money to the bank, and this amount is called as interest. Now here I have an example of how this interest is calculated, how we come to know what is the principal and what is the repayment of amount that we do once our duration is done. Loan amount, that is the money borrowed from the customer, is rupees 20,000. Duration, that is time for the loan taken, is 3 years. For 3 years he has his own time to repay the amount to the bank. Now the amount borrowed is 20,000. Now he has 3 years time to repay that amount. Now for 3 years bank will not give him money for free. The bank will say, yeah, after 3 years we need this much amount with us. Now how much amount is bank asking from the person? The bank is asking rupees 26,000 from the person after 3 years. Now just think, if the person has borrowed 20,000 and he is repaying 26,000, how much extra money he is paying to the bank? It is rupees 6,000. Now this 6,000 is nothing but the simple interest, that is interest that he is paying to the bank. Here loan amount is the principal, duration for which the amount is borrowed is called as period or time. Now remember children, the rate of interest is the amount that is to be paid as interest per year for every 100 rupees of the principal. Now 8 PCPA, if this is something that the bank says you for the while giving you the money, they will say, yeah, we are lending it at a rate of 8 PCPA. That means interest paid is rupees 8 for every 100 rupees loan amount. 100 rupees is the principal and 8 rupees is the interest. So likely if it is any much amount, if it is 1,000, if it is 2,000, so they take a basic amount as 100 and they say you 8 rupees for 8 rupees interest for every 100 rupees. That means 8% for 1 year for rupees 100. Suppose you are taking 50,000, so 50,000 for 8%, whatever amount comes, that is the interest that you have to pay to the bank. That means 15 pay CPA, that is interest paid is rupees 15 for every 100 rupees loan amount, that is the principal. Let us understand the concept much better with some more examples given over here. Vilasini deposited rupees 12,000 at the rate of 9 PCPA, that is 9% per annum. PCPA means percent per annum for 1 year. See, 12,000 she deposited, that means she gave to the bank. Rate is 9% per annum. How many years? 1 year. Now what is the interest she will get at the end of the year? Let us find. Principal is 12,000, time is 1 year, rate is 9% per annum. Let the interest, since we don't know the interest, let the interest on 12,000 rupees be X rupees. So therefore on principal of rupees 100, I said they are usually calculating it on rupees 100. Taking base as 100, only then we can find on 12,000. So if 100 is the principal, then interest will be 9 rupees. So X upon 12,000 equals to 9 upon 100. Because on 12,000 what is the interest? We don't know. So X. But in 100 rupees we know the interest as 9. So X upon 12,000 equals to 9 upon 100. So multiplying 12,000 on both the sides, I get as X equals to 9 by 100 into 12,000. When I multiply and divide it, I get X as rupees 1080. Therefore, Vilasini will get rupees 1080 at the end of the year as interest from the bank for the money she deposited. Now, let us go towards some questions from your practice set 35. Now, there is a first question. At the rate of 10% per annum, what would be the interest for 1 year on rupees 6,000? Now, interest we don't know. For 1 year, duration we know. Rate, it is 10 PCPA, that is 10% per annum. What is the principal? 6,000. Very good. So here we don't know the interest. So as usual, we have to assume the interest on rupees 100. So for 6,000, interest will be X, but for rupees 100, interest will be 10. So X by 6,000 equals to 10 by 100. Multiplying 6,000 on both the sides, we get X equals to rupees 600, which is the interest that is to be paid yearly. Mahesh deposited rupees 8,650 in a bank at a rate of 6% per annum. How much money will he get at the end of the year in all? See, he deposited rupees 8,650 in a bank. Rate of interest is given as 6% per annum for 1 year. How much money he will get at the end? That means total money he will get at the end when he withdraws everything, every money that he deposited. How much will he get? Here the total money is asked. They didn't specify anything like interest. So now there is some more thing that you need to find in this question. But before that, let us find the interest. Okay, as usual, we will go for interest. Principal 8,650 time 1 year, rate of interest 6% per annum. Since we don't know the interest on 8,650, it will be X. Therefore, on principal of rupees 100, interest will be 6 rupees. So, X by 8,650 equals to 6 by 100. Multiplying 8,650 on both the sides, we get X equals to rupees 519. Now, this 519 is nothing but the interest on 8,650. Right? But we need to find the total amount that he will get once he withdraws. So the total amount means principal plus interest. So 8,650 plus 519 equals to 9,169 is the amount Mahesh will get at the end of the year. I'll take an example now. Suppose you're saying your father that I'll give you 100 rupees, dad. Now after 1 week, give me whatever I gave you. Dad will say, fine dear, I'll take your 100 rupees. Now in this 100 rupees for 1 week, I'll do one thing. I'll save some amount with me and give you in total. After 7 days, you go to your dad and say, dad, give me the money that I gave you for saving. So dad will say, yes, for 7 days you gave me your money, that is 100 rupees, and today it is 107 rupees total that I'm giving you back. Because on each day after you gave, I started saving 1 rupees additional to the amount. And total now you are getting rupees 107. So this 7 rupees is the interest that is being added to the principal, and the amount at last you are receiving is 107. So similarly in this question also, if it is only interest asked, then it is rupees 519. But when it is total amount asked to you, then it is principal plus interest that you get is the total amount that Mahesh has withdrawn at the end of the year in all. Now, Ahmad Chacha borrowed rupees 25,000 at 12% per annum for a year. Again, 25,000 principal, 12% per annum rate. For a year, time is 1 year. What amount will he have to return to the bank? See, he borrowed, he's taken loan from the bank. So he has to return some amount along with the borrowed amount. So again, we'll find the interest first. If I'm finding the interest for 100 rupees, it is 12 rupees interest. So x by 25,000 is 12 by 100. Multiplying 25,000 on both the sides, I get x equals to rupees 3,000 as interest. But we need to find the total amount that he will return. So total amount equals to principal plus interest, that is rupees 28,000. Ahmad Chacha will have to return to the bank at the end of the year. Now, last question for the lesson. Kisan Rao wanted to make a pond in the field. He borrowed rupees 35,250. Now see, the borrowed amount is the loan that he has taken, that is principal. Interest 6% per annum for 1 year. So principal 6% we know. So actual interest we don't know. Let it be x. But for 100 rupees we know the interest as 6. So x by 35,250 equals to 6 by 100. Multiplying 35,250 on both the sides, we get x equals to 6 by 100 into 35,250, which is x equals to 2,115. Hence, Kisan Rao will have to pay 2,115 as interest to the bank at the end of the year. I guess you all have understood how to find simple interest, what is bank, what are the different kinds of accounts in the bank, how to save it. So by this lesson, I wish that all my students, those who had watched this, had understood how this calculation is going on, will surely open an account in a bank and start saving your money that you have with you in extra, and you will use it wisely for your near future. Hope for the good, be good, and try to be wiseful in your deeds. Thank you. Have a nice day. We'll meet soon with the next lesson. Bye till then.